Más vale que doble verifiquemos las cifras. Que suena raro en castellano, pero en inglés no. Double check, doble comprobar, doble verificar. O sea, verificar 2 veces, comprobar que todo esté bien. We'd better, más nos vale, ¿eh? We had better. Had, curiosa expresión, muy corriente, pero más porque hay consecuencias negativas si no lo hacemos. Entonces decimos we had better, contracción, we'd better. We'd better double check. Doble chequear. Double check the figures. We can't afford to get them wrong. We can't afford. No podemos permitirnos el lujo de cometer un error en este caso. We can't afford to get the figures wrong. Because the last time we sent the report and there were several figures that were wrong. So we'd better double check the figures this time because we can't afford to get the figures wrong.
Hello again, and today we have an extremely long sentence for you. We'd better double check the figures. We can't afford to get them wrong, que en castellano significa, pues, más vale que nosotros revisemos las cifras, porque no nos podemos permitir tenerlas mal. ¿Ok? Vamos a partes. We'd better. We'd better es la contracción de we had better. Okay? We had better. Do, go, run, jump. Cualquier verbo expresado en la forma básica, o sea, el infinitivo sin to, es nuestra forma de decir más vale que. ¿De acuerdo? Por ejemplo, you'd better wear a tie for the interview. You'd better be on time. ¿Os acordáis de lo que es on time? On time es puntual. Más vale que llegues puntual. You'd better be in time for the interview. ¿Ok? Más vale que llegues a tiempo para la entrevista. ¿Vale? Bien, you'd better. Ojo, porque también eso crea mucha confusión, que la contracción we'd puede ser o bien we would o we had. En este caso siempre es had. Y casi siempre empleamos la contracción aquí. ¿Vale? We'd better do it. You'd better study, ¿eh?
I have the boss's phone. That's right. I snatched it. I took it from her. I stole it from her. That's right. And I have it right here. Let's take a look. Oh boy. Margaret had better clean room 607. She had better. Más le vale. She'd better. Lo contraemos. She had como she'd. She'd better clean the room. Y no empleamos to. It's not she'd better to clean the room, sino she'd better clean the room. Oh yeah, she'd better clean the room because that belongs to Wayne, the tourist. Well, it's his room, so she'd better clean it. Let's see who else. Scrolling down. Oh, Mike. Yeah, there's Mike again. Mike had better clean the bar. He'd better clean it. Más le vale limpiar el bar. Mike had better clean the bar. Y si ponemos he, he'd. He'd better clean the bar. Oh, me, of course. Looks like I'd better clean her office. Great.
Great! It's part 2 time! Part 2 is where we look at the middle part of our sentence. We'd better double check the figures. We'd better ya hemos establecido que significa pues más vale que nosotros hagamos algo. We'd better double check, más vale que revisemos las cifras de nuevo. We'd better double check the figures. Okay, you can double check something. You can also triple check. For example, I am someone who usually double checks whether or not I've locked my front door. I know some people who not only double check if they've locked is cerrar con llave, if they've locked their front door, but they triple check to see if they've locked their front door, okay? To double check, volver a revisar. We'd better double check the figures. Figures se escribe figures, pero se pronuncia figa, okay? Figa, figure. The figures, ¿vale? We'd better double check the figures. Or, we'd better double check the breakdown. The breakdown, que es nuestra palabra del día, significa desglose. Or, the breakdown of the figures. We'd better double check the breakdown of the figures. Okay? Don't forget it.
Is everybody ready? ¿Estamos listos, chicos? Yes? Okay. David? Revisaré el bar. I'll double check the bar. Yes, I'll double check the bar. Say it with me. I'll double check the bar. Perfect. One more time. I'll double check the bar. Perfect. Okay, Susan? I'll double check the swimming pool. Yes, double check the swimming pool. Okay, Robert. I'll double check his room. Robert loves sleeping. I'll double check his room. Okay, and Wayne Spain. No puede ser. Wayne Spain loves trips. Wayne Spain? I'll double check this list.
Okie dokie, now it's time to put all the ingredients into the saucepan and mix them all together and end up with our fantastic end product, our wonderful sentence of the day, which is, we'd better double check the figures. We can't afford to get them wrong. ¿Qué significa? Pues, como ya sabéis, la primera parte, más vale que volvamos a comprobar las cifras. No podemos permitirnos tenerlas mal, okay? We can't afford to do something. I can't afford to do something significa pues no me lo puedo permitir. No puedo permitirme el lujo de hacer algo, okay? We can use it in a financial way, for example. I can't afford to buy a really expensive sports car. In this case, I can't afford to get the figures wrong. To get something wrong is pues equivocarte con algo. En este caso, to get the figures wrong, pues tener las cifras mal. Yeah. For example, when you're at school, you can get a question right, or you can get it wrong. If you get it wrong, you'd better study harder. Recordaros, you'd better, más vale que. Más vale que estudies más, okay? You'd better study harder. We'd better double check the figures. We can't afford to get them wrong. See you soon.
Oh, hello again. Today I'm a little bit nervous because the board of directors is coming to stay at this hotel. I know. No me puedo permitir equivocarme con nada. I can't afford to get anything wrong. I have to organize everything for their rooms and I can't afford to get anything wrong. ¿Has notado? He dicho, I can't afford to get it wrong. Y no, I can't afford getting it wrong. Dilo conmigo. I can't afford to get it wrong. Good job. Okay. 1, 2, 3 directors. And 1, 2, 3 shampoos. Is, I don't know. I can't afford to get this wrong. And I can't afford to have dirty cups. Oh, no. I can't afford to get this wrong.